Let's see. Hello. How's the sound doing? The sound is doing just fine. It's good. Hi, Energy Ape. Thanks for dropping by. Saying hi. I appreciate you dropping by and saying hello. I'm going to get started in a moment. Sorry for stepping off camera, but I appreciate you dropping by here. And oh boy, my hair is in the spot. By the way, if you're watching here on the vertical stream, thanks for dropping by. You can catch me with better audio on the horizontal stream over on my channel. So go over to my channel, subscribe, and watch the stream there. If you want to chat with me here, you can just watch the routine, and you can let me know things in chat. But I monitor the other chat a bit more closely. Yeah. So thanks for dropping by, and hi, Energy Ape. It's good to see you, buddy. Thanks for being here. Good morning, friends. It's your friend Toby. Here at 5:44 a.m. Boy, am I in need of a coffee. So I went to judo last night. And besides being slightly banged up and stiff and hurting in places I didn't know I could hurt, I am ready to start on my morning routine. Because usually I am training to stay fit and healthy for an active, self-sufficient, and adventurous life. I do that by minding my sleep. I try to make sure that I sleep between 7 and 9 hours in the night. I'm pretty sure last night got cut a bit short, but there's nothing we can do about it. Some days it just is what it is. And last night, obviously, I went to my judo class, so 8 to 9 doing judo, socializing afterwards, and then getting home and unwinding down for the evening takes time, takes effort, takes energy, and then you sleep a bit less. Like I said, once a week, I'm sure it's fine. I'll try to do better because I do want my body to have ample time to recover from the from the activities of judo, but we'll figure something out along the way. And this is about the way I feel, not about the way I look. I would like to feel fit, capable, and competent for living, and the way in which we are trying to accomplish that is by being mindful of sleep, being mindful of how we eat, being mindful of how we move, being mindful of our connections and friendships, and being mindful of the hobbies that we have or the things that we are learning. And all of that taken together as a package results in this channel that you want to check out and subscribe to, and B, this this routine as a part of a routine to stay fit and healthy for living. So if you have any questions about that, you can just go ahead and hop over to my channel and ask me, or ask me here in chat, and let me know what's going on. Let me know what you're thinking. Let me know where you're at in terms of health and fitness. All right. It is 5:46 a.m. I am going to hit the timer, and we are going to get started with some nice, easy, slow, and fun mobility. Nothing crazy. We did all the crazy stuff yesterday. Felt good. The only thing that we're going to do is try to move the body, give those muscles some well-deserved stretch. To help recovery and see where some of the issues lie. So it seems like I am completely back into judo. I will be completely back. But I am enjoying it. And I'm enjoying it for a couple of reasons, and I think it's important to just touch upon that. Because judo hits a couple of markers on health and fitness that when we talk about longevity, when we talk about living a longer, healthier life, well, it contributes to that. First of all, because it is physical movement. So we're physically active for an hour. And it is the kind of physical activity that if you think about it, is a good mix of strength, cardiovascular, training, as well as some stretching, mobility, movement. That you can reach and move through different positions and into different locks and holds and throws, while also working on your mind, staying calm, your breathing. And it is a sport that you do together. So it is an individual sport in the sense that you are the one doing the throwing and the judoing, so to speak. But it is a group sport because you train and practice with a group or a team. And like I said yesterday, at the end of the training, we all sat together, had a drink, talked, and just socialized a little bit. Just like you do during the training. And I think that is probably also a good and healthy aspect of health and longevity, being a part of a group, belonging somewhere, feeling that we belong somewhere, making ourselves useful and contributing to that group and community. Oh, there are some sore spots there. Now, besides the physical and the social aspects of why judo is a relatively good form of training and practice. The third element of judo, to cultivate our minds, should not be underestimated. As in, an important aspect of judo is combat. And to find the calmness and fluidity of motion in practice and in combat is just something that you can spend a lifetime working on. When you see a judo master at work, they are just completely calm, at ease. And what they are capable of and have the tactics, techniques, strategies, and experience to do the things that they want to do. Hey there, YouTube punk. Thanks for dropping by. Saying hi. I'll come over and read some messages in a moment. I can tell you, I'm starting to feel a lot better after going through this routine. There was quite some soreness. Let's just catch up on some messages. Say hi. Here we go. And who do we have? Let's see, easy ride. Oh, what a shame. Hey, Monkey King. Thanks for dropping by. What am I doing? I am doing a workout this morning, and I appreciate you dropping by and saying hi and being interested. So what I'm doing is mobility, because it's important to keep moving and stay well. Thanks for dropping by and being interesting, and I hope that you're well and healthy where you're at in the world. Just dropping by saying hi back. Poor Man's Gym, thanks for dropping by. I am doing well, thank you very much. I hope the two of you are doing well as well. We're just talking about judo and the benefits of it as I'm experiencing them. Now that I'm slowly getting back into it as a weekly routine. And it's also interesting because it's a big commitment, right? It's like a chunk of 1.5 hours at least, maybe more, once a week. So you really need to look into for yourself what it is that you want to fit into your life, so to speak. As you know, I often talk about what's going on in my life, right? And that health and fitness needs to fit into all of the demands, responsibilities, commitments that we've made. So for me to now be able to add this chunk every week of going to a gym, right? Going to a dojo, spending the time there, training, socializing, and then coming home. One, it shows a fundamental shift, I think, in my life and my schedule. But two, it's also, I think, an good sign in terms of being able to commit to a goal and wanting to add to the overall gamut of health and fitness that I am experiencing in my life. Through a different kind of activity. Okay, let's try to get a bit of the hips in, work on some mobility there. But see, as you go on through the movements, some of the stiffness and soreness definitely fades. I think that's a net positive. I think that also means that my body is in a good place. Working on getting all the right nutrients to repair, recover, stay fit, strong, and capable for life, for living. By the way, if you're watching right now and you want to go over to my channel and you want to hit like and subscribe, I'd really appreciate it. Who knows, we might hit 1,300 subscribers before the end of summer. And wouldn't that be something? And I think we'll have a lot more to talk about over summer and for the coming years, because now we've got health, fitness, I think the full package to lean on. Again, this is not about the way I look, this is about the way I feel, right? I would like to feel fit, capable, competent, for living. I think we need to stay mindful of just what that entails. We shouldn't get sidelined and sidetracked. We want to build up a life, a routine, habits, systems that allow us to maintain our health markers, right? If we get our blood work done, if we were to do a VO2 max test or something else, that we would show that we're eating sufficient, that our food, our mineral markers, vitamins, blood work, that's all in order, that our heart, cardiorespiratory system, our vascular system, that all works well, and that we are capable and able to actually do little physical things, lift a pair of grocery bags and walk with them, carry a suitcase, go for a 30-minute walk. It is a bit more than a stroll. It is quite brisk, that we are able to, in more ways than one, move our body while maintaining good posture. That we can eat foods we enjoy in moderation. That the general food cycle of our day and of our week is actually conducive to better health and fitness and longevity. Those are things that we want to build up over time, slowly, carefully, easily. No rush, no stress, simply us taking good care of our bodies. See, this side is more comfortable. And we just need to be mindful of why that is. Let's work on those shoulders, friends. Because there is still a lot of room to improve. We're just trying to organize that chain. Just learning how to move. And we continue. Final 2 exercises. And we are done. It is time for a cup of coffee. I don't know if anyone is still watching or not. If you are, you go ahead, say hey in chat. Let me know that you're here. If not, I hope you've all gone off to bed for a good night's sleep, a good night's rest. Start the day fresh, refreshed, and rested tomorrow. Let's see. We have moved for 30 minutes, give or take, this morning, and that is sufficient. It's now time for a cup of coffee, breakfast, and after that, we're going to move on and continue on with the day. Remember, friends, this is about the way I feel, not about the way I look. I would like to feel fit, capable, and competent for living. I think that we have the opportunity to live till we're 90 if we take good care of our bodies, good care of our minds, good care of our souls, good care of our social lives, good care of ourselves. We can do so happily, healthily, and maybe even actively. I think that's the challenge, right? Need to work out anyway because I need to keep my body healthy and fit today. Might as well do it with the idea of staying healthy and fit for life and for living into the future. If you're still watching, thanks for being here. Hit like, subscribe. Let me know what you thought about the video, about the routine. Maybe you have routines or movements or ideas. Always willing to look at something new, learn something, and see where that takes me. Remember that we're good just the way we are. We've got to love ourselves before we can move on. It's the person we are today. It's going to get us to where we want to be tomorrow. So a bit of kindness is going to go a long way. And the only way to get anything done, friends, is by showing up and doing the work. So that's what we're going to do after a cup of coffee. Take care, friends. Thanks for going by. Hit like, subscribe, and we will catch up in the future. And remember, friends, for anyone watching here, subscribe.